Good day, folks. Good day. Today is a special day. I am in the Kenny Hill, Bukit Tunku neighborhood of Kuala Lumpur. So that old money, that rich neighborhood. I did another video in like another quite expensive, prestigious area, and it did very well. Oh, I'm blocking this guy. Sorry. Oh, he's mad. Oh wow, it's an old white guy with a Muslim woman, with a Malay woman. And I turned around and the white dude was like getting mad, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he immediately was like, it's okay. Oh my, you don't see that every day. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think this is like the border of Kenny Hill. I just noticed there's condos here called Siri Kenny, and there's another one called Kenny something, and so I assume, it looks like I'm on the border or I'm about to cross the border there, but we might already be in the neighborhood judging by the names of these condos, right? But we're at least on the border. It already looks pretty bougie, right? It looks a little fancy, a little nice, but it's like old money nice, it's old school. So I don't know if we're gonna see much like contemporary, new school stuff. I think it's gonna be more, like old style, but I don't know what to expect. I have a lot of mixed comments from my last, this is where the ultra rich live in Malaysia. That was the video. I had some mixed comments about like, oh no, this is the rich neighborhood. This is, this is not ultra rich. Like, what are you talking about? Like, go to this neighborhood. But one thing that was pretty common throughout is that Kenny Hill, which is what it used to be called, now it's known as Bukit Tunku, is like old money, rich neighborhood. Now, I don't know exactly where I have to go. I don't even have data on my phone. I don't have a GPS. It's like a disaster mode for me right now, but I'm gonna make it there. Is it already gonna make me walk on the highway? Oh man. I think there's like actually a little bit of a walking path. I better watch where I'm walking so I don't piss off any more old white dudes over here. All right, Jalan Tunku. Looks like the proper entrance. Officially entering the Bukit Tunku neighborhood. Again, not very walkable over here. So, I'm gonna kind of step up onto this just to evade danger. But already back there, it was very much like, a block, step on each one, and they didn't feel sturdy. And then every other one was like caved in. There was a hole. So I'm always just a little bit fearful walking in spots like this, especially when it's just like covering a hole. But this is rock solid, but like the other one, oh boy. And this happens a lot in Malaysia. It's like very much, it's not meant to be walkable, I guess. It's not like a priority in the country in general that it's like very walkable. Now, I know they are taking more initiative nowadays to like make areas more walkable, especially like tourist areas, even like outside of Kuala Lumpur. From what I read and like the comments, people just say like, yeah, certain areas they're adding walks by the water and different things. I'm literally sweating like a pig already. I just started the video. I can't imagine what I'm gonna look like by the end of the video. Now, a lot of places are probably gonna be privatized. Like, the most rich of the rich, they want their privacy. And so you may not be able to see everything that's like, the fanciest, the nicest, the most luxury stuff, the pool, crazy stuff like this. You probably won't be able to see it. I think some of them we will, but some of them will be more gated and like privatized. It's already like a massive. Then we have the Impian Bukit Tunku right here. See guard, like a row of houses. Yeah. Interesting. Also, quite like a newer one up here. It's funny, I said we may not see anything like contemporary, and like literally one of the first things. Yeah, probably a little bit of everything. I guess if you own land over here, like and you had a house from a long time ago, maybe at some point in your life you build something new or do full renovation, or maybe it gets passed on to the kids. Another comment I read actually was that a lot of the kids whose parents are from here, who grew up here, like the kids don't really want to live here anymore. They're not that thrilled to live in this neighborhood like nowadays. Maybe it's lost some of its like prestige or luster. Not its prestige, but like it's just its like luster, especially for like young people, I think. And so people said like, yeah, those younger people move out of the area. It makes some sense to me. So we have some like, nice spots here, but nothing crazy. It's probably quite mixed. Let's see. Yeah, the last place I went was Kota Damansara, or Damansara Heights, and some really crazy houses there. But it was also mixed. It was like, there were some more humble houses, I would say, and some like crazy, more mansion-esque style places. A little bit of everything. I mean, yeah, as you can see, like complete contrast from place to place, which I love. That's kind of like a common thread in Malaysia, like huge contrast from house to house, street to street. It's a bit like that in America, but it's also not. You'll find, oh wow, that needs work. Yeah, typically in America, depending on the neighborhood, the houses to me look more similar to each other. But here it's like, you may see one like crazy contemporary place. Like look, you got an infinity pool right here, like very new. And then something else. Ah, place for sale. All right, so my initial thought was maybe it's very hard to get a place over here, a house or land. Like maybe they're all taken already, But this one is for sale and it's actually beautiful. Wow. Oh man. I might have to inquire, see how much that baby costs. Might be in my price range. Yeah, right. Maybe in 10 years, right? Let's see. Let's see how well YouTube treats me in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. Let's see, I should be doing a house tour, a Kenny Hill house tour in 2029 September. So just wait for it. But yeah, oh man. Yeah, we got some workers going on over there. Always got the workers in this area, mowing lawns, renovating, doing the dirty work, Yeah. This whole place is like either new or getting completely renovated, Well, interesting. I definitely didn't expect to see so much like construction and anything like available too much. And so far, that is mostly what I'm seeing. It's like, look at this, scaffolding, unfinished. Interesting. Oh, we get to this roundabout. We can go to Bukit Tunku or stay on Jalan Tunku. I'm gonna go this way. I'm not sure how to approach a roundabout like this on foot, honestly. We got rocks down here. Yeah, I mean, not meant to be walked around, but if you have to in a situation like this, I think you just gotta kind of wing it and do the best you can, not to get hit, not to cause a ruckus in the streets. Ooh, a lot of green over here. Ton of green. That's nice. Yeah, let's see, as we go higher, potentially keep going uphill, I do wonder if we'll get some views. There's gotta be some houses out here with like some crazy views. I'm sure a lot of them are obstructed, by trees especially, but I'd imagine some of these spots have like a sick view. I mean, look at this, look how, I don't know, like unrenovated this is. Got the satellite dish. I'm sure like most neighborhoods, there is like different parts of the neighborhood. I remember doing a video in Bangsar, And people told me afterwards, like, oh no, that's not like the nice part of Bangsar. That is the less nice part of Bangsar, you know, by the train and whatever. But okay, well, and there we have a beautiful car. We have a bunch of cars. So even if the house looks modest, you know, at the end of the day, that doesn't mean a lot. You know, yeah, I think I'm so used to seeing like very brand new contemporary styles, like equating with rich. But, you know, if you see an old style house that's not too, it's kind of humble, but they have a Bentley and a couple other cars. I mean, that kind of stuff, you will see it here a little bit more, like in Malaysia and neighborhoods like this. All right, we're approaching more houses now. Also going up a steep hill. Let me just mention, I've been fasting for 5 days. I'm on day 5 of a water fast. So if you hear me breathing heavy, it's because, you know, I'm not in tip-top shape for this right now. But yeah, look at this. I mean, look at that wood. Again, something completely different. I do love these kind of neighborhoods that are just like kind of windy, you know, just like gated, tons of green nature. It wouldn't be too bad to live in. It really wouldn't be, you know. Very privatized, this one. I mean, I don't like filming too close in like the privatized kind of places, but like, you know, nobody really has access, which I like. Do we keep going straight? It says this would be Jalan Bukit Tunku. This would be, I don't know, Persiaran Bukit Tunku. Jalan Bukit Tunku, Persiaran Bukit Tunku. What does that mean? I want to go over here because I want to see if we can catch a view. And the main reason I even say that is because there's literally a sign here. It says there's a place for sale called The View. So it must be, you know, it's potentially this place up here, right? Now that would be a place that would have a view. For sure. Oh, wow. Very good, very good. Look at that. Wow, folks. Beautiful. Whew. Oh man, that is nice. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some spots in this entire part, you know, in Bukit Tunku in general, that are better than others. You know, I can definitely say I'd rather have a, you know, like a cliffside place with a view than something like I was just showing you that's, yeah, privatized, but like more down, more isolated, secluded. I'd actually rather that. I really would. Oh, there's a lot of spots for sale here. Interesting. Well, if you guys are interested. Oh, wow. I feel like the other way is probably gonna take me more into Bukit Tunku, and this way we might end up at a dead end, where it's like more of a private street. No, maybe not if I go this way. I feel like that way is probably sounds like a work zone to me. Look at this. What is this? It's got to be multiple houses, right? I mean, it must be. Oh yeah, Sri Tunku. Am I just on the other side? No, they must have multiple. Oh, we got a sidewalk, folks. Woo! Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Drop a thumbs up, folks. It's gonna help me a lot. And you're gonna get access to all my videos. 3 or 4 a week. Come on, it's a no-brainer. I appreciate it, thank you. I don't know where we're walking here, but got a basketball court. Not bad, very empty. I have a feeling this is the dead end I was speaking about, but I could be wrong. I don't know anything. Yeah, again, beautiful nature, really nice. Let's see what this is here. Gated, we got a guard there, of course. Got a Beamer X3, the tree house. It's called the tree house. Does that mean it's like a a spot that they rent out or something? Otherwise, like, why is there a name for it? Interesting. Anyways, this one Jalan Mergu, Bukit Tunku. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Whatever entrance that is too, whether it's a garage or, because this is the main gate right here. Wow, that's cool. I will say that. I'm into that. Wow, that's cool. Look at that. Sick. Oh, he's got a 155 cc something. Who knows? I like it. Good taste. Oh man. This is a workout, folks. This is a real, it's good. I want it and I need it, but you know, just talking my way through it, sweating my tits off, as they say. But whoa. Okay. What? You see what I mean? It's just like, it's hard to figure a place out sometimes when you have like an abandonment right next to it. A place like that. Look at this. This is like prime real estate. Are you kidding me? With that view? I don't really want to... Well, it's completely abandoned. Probably not really. It's quite moldy, I think. Oh wow, quite dangerous as well. Yeah, I won't go too far into there, but whoa, interesting. Should I drink some water? Take a risk? Take a risk? Not today. Not today. We have some more houses over here. It's like a nice pool. Still can't tell if this like continues on, but I guess only one way to find out, right? I guess is a kind of privatized. The gate's actually open. I'm not gonna go in, but it does allow me to at least just check it out, see the pool. Yeah, see, that's nice. Got some views. That's beautiful. Very good. All right, what do we got next, folks? What do we got? Interesting. That's different. This one's not my style, but hey, I like this. This engraving is really sick. That's cool. Looks like we've come to the dead end here. Private property. Got the guard. Yeah, like a massive home there. Here as well. I guess you got to save the biggest for the end, for the most private, right? That would make sense a little bit. I bet these are actually from the workers, potentially from the workers, and I bet the actual owners' cars are surely inside there. First I was like, oh, this guy's very, very chill, not going too crazy, just buying like an old Toyota truck. It's got this bike, it's kind of a modest like bike. But after thinking for a second and seeing a couple cars in there, I realized, and also a worker sitting up there. Well, I think so. I think I figured it out. I think I figured it all out. By the way, I want to know, does that basketball court that's right there, did one of these like homeowners just buy that because they have enough money and they want a basketball court? Or is that something that's put there like for a condo of a couple people? Or like, was that put there by the state, the government? How does that work? Because I'm just surprised to see it like next to, single houses, and it's like very isolated, like it's just for not that many people. But now I don't know how many people actually like live up here or what's going on up there. So I don't really know, but let me know in the comments what's going on. Okay, back to the fork in the road. Okay, so we're actually going to Persiaran Bukit Tunku. I really think it's another dead-endy kind of way. Getting home is going to be rather difficult because I don't have a GPS. and that's going to be difficult. Don't know. I'll pull it off. You know, I'll either ask somebody, or I will get my way to a cafe or something with some Wi-Fi. But for now, let's focus on the task at hand. Kenny Hill, Bukit Tunku. Nice little street here. Wow, love this. Love that cement style. This is cool. I'm very into contemporary, but I do also really like older stuff. I never really, oh, it's starting to rain. Shut up, Ben, it's starting to rain. This is actually the third time I've come to this neighborhood, traveled like an hour to this neighborhood to film a video, because the first two times it rained by the time I got here, and then it got dark. And like, I'm talking downpour. I was standing like this, soaked, and I had to wait like 13 minutes for an Uber, and I'm just like shivering. It was cold as well. And then the Ubers were canceling. Grab taxi, but it has an infinity pool over there too. I think we're fine. It's actually not raining too hard, and I have like so much cover from these trees, so I'm not too worried about it for now. But it's just like not a good place to get stuck in the rain on foot, like at all, with no data on the phone. That's like a nightmare situation, but I think we're good. I really think that this, it looks like it's just a gate there. It's like we have another modest little spot here. All right, let's go back this way. There's not too much traffic here, like very little cars. So as much as it's not like so walkable, you know, I do have a sidewalk here, but regardless, it's not very trafficy. See, right now it's 3:45 p.m. Yeah, very little traffic, which is nice. Have more just birds, nature sounds going on, which is peaceful. Step over that. Sounds like a waterfall, but it's just, yeah, nice waterfall next to the home would be cool. I would put that in a listing if I was the realtor. You know, infinity pool, waterfall. There are definitely neighborhoods like this in Florida, California, you know, back in the United States, and even other states, like, you know, lesser known neighborhoods that are just like wealthy neighborhoods or old money neighborhoods. But it's usually quite mixed. Usually it's like a lot of newer people coming into, younger people nowadays, you know, trust fund kids. And like in those places, you always see like supercars. You see like people really flexing with the cars, you know, crazy colors. And, you know, one of the wives will have like a pink, you know, Lamborghini or something ridiculous. But like here, I'm not seeing that. You know, I definitely see supercars, like here and there in Kuala Lumpur, and in Malacca, like I saw an unruly amount of supercars. You know, probably Singaporeans, I'd imagine, Malaysians too, but you know, it's just that much closer to Singapore, right? But yeah, a lot more people here. You know, they'll buy BMWs and like Mercedes. But like I had a BMW, you know, and so like these people have like 1 million times the wealth that I've ever had. And so that means they're pretty humble in that regard. I know I use that word a lot. I'm trying to think of a synonym for the word humble so I can use another word, but I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of walking. Don't really know, you know. You don't really know if it's going to end at some point. You never know here. And like, I feel a little bit weird because I'm just filming in such a residential neighborhood. And so when there's like a car parked here, well, I think it's just a worker. I mean, look at this. What is this? Why is there so many constructions here? What's going on? Somebody explain it to me. Somebody tell me why there's like a crazy amount of constructions. I assume that that's just like kind of closed off. I'm not gonna, you know, not taking any chances. But what's the deal? It almost looks like they're gearing up for, you know, Kenny Hill to have like a resurgence, or like, you know, it's about to be an absolute powerhouse in the next 10 years or something. unless it's just a constant cycle of like, you know, places getting renovated, places going down, or, you know, new places going up. But I don't know. Let me know, please. Looks like another potentially abandoned place here, right? What's the deal? What's happening? It has to be, right? There's nobody, yeah, there's no one living here. I mean, I don't want to just walk in if there's people, but yep, okay. Oh, well, we got motorbike there. I don't know. Just see here. I mean, what is this? What? Huh. Don't know. Oh, you have a straight up view of the mosque from here. You see it? Fresh. Somebody's like, well, best parking spot ever, and nobody's gonna touch my damn bike. Look at that. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Everything, the finishings, just the architecture, the gardening around it, that is really beautiful. That is probably one of my favorite ones, or my favorite we've seen. Is that a single house, folks? Don't tell me that's a single home. AKA mansion, absolute mansion. I hope a couple people live there, or a massive family at least. That's the most standard house I've ever seen. That's just a house, a white house. In the front, oh, that is the most plain Jane you can get. Like, not even just minimalistic, that is just like, it's plain, that is plain yogurt. Whoever lives in this house right here cannot be happy about this absolute ruckus going on next door. Oh my God. That is like the sound of my nightmares. Oh wow, what is that? What is that? I don't know, but it is sold. It is sold. Let's see. Actually, the first one I saw that says sold. This guy's looking at me sideways. Hey. Wow. It's crazy. What is that? Wow. That's cool. Folks, I'm pretty sure I accidentally walked into Damansara Heights just now. Pretty sure I'm entering Damansara Heights, because this is literally where I started my last video. No, it's not. It's Intan Kenny. God, it literally looks like the place. If you look at my first video, or if you watched my first one, you know, this is where the rich people live in Malaysia. I literally started my video at a spot that's just like this. Huh. Just a similar style, but I literally, wow, that was a deja vu moment of like walking into the spot where I started that other video and thinking, oh crap, I've walked the wrong way, Ben. Walked the wrong way. But no, still Bukit Tunku. This is a crazy place, folks. This is like just the immediate contrast every 10 steps I take between, like, you know, a kind of, you know, a place like that, something like this, like, you know, completely abandoned places, and just like what's going on, folks? What is happening? Look at this. What a massive piece of real estate. That is crazy to me. That is absolutely wild. What's stopping somebody from squatting in there? You think there's anybody squatting in one of those higher floors or something? Or maybe they would get seen or found out, especially if they looked homeless. But that's good to know in case, you know, I'm ever really down and out, can't afford a hotel, you know, go broke, pop into Kenny Hill. Who would have thought? No, I'm just kidding, but it looks like a place where people would be squatting. Like, that's literally the vibe I get from that place. Literally chained up, completely abandoned. Who knows? like I said, I assume there's multiple different parts of Kenny Hill, of Bukit Tunku, that are, you know, kind of different from one another. Maybe there are some parts of it that there are no abandonments, you know, because some people who spend this kind of money on property, on land, it's like they don't want to live near something that looks like that. Like, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, you know, especially it's so private over here. But I know there are certain types of people. It's like, if you're spending that kind of money, you know, you don't want that near your place. Who knows? Maybe, you know, I'm sure it wasn't like that when they bought in either. You know, it probably happened somewhere along the way. So what can you do? What can you do? Kind of a cool view here, I will say that. You know, I thought I was I literally thought I was going the other way, like back toward the fork in the road so I could go the other direction. But I realized I've gone a completely different way. And so you know, I have no idea where I am. That means I'm lost completely. Oh, nice. Look at this. Oh, can you see that artwork up there? They have also like 15 cars, dude. Are you kidding me? There's a Porsche in there. There's a Mercedes. That is a nice crib. Any of you used to watch MTV Cribs? I mean, I don't know if you actually had MTV, you know, in Malaysia or wherever you're from, but you know, MTV was huge back in America, and one of the biggest shows, like when I was growing up, was MTV Cribs, where they would go and like go to a celebrity's house, a rapper's house, you know, someone famous and rich, and like they would show them around their crib, their home. It was a really good show. I recommend like going back and watching it if it's entertaining. So find it somewhere online probably. These are nice though. That's cool. Pretty privatized, pretty quiet back here. I don't know. I really can't tell what's going on here. This could be abandoned the way that it's locked up, or this is just not used, this entrance. But there's like stairs there, then there's nothing there. Maybe it gets you up there. Don't know. If you like these kinds of videos, drop a thumbs up on the video. It's gonna help me know that you do like it and that I should keep doing videos like this. There's a lot more neighborhoods that I want to do tours of, you know, like interesting neighborhoods or luxury neighborhoods, especially when I visit other countries too. I would like to go to like those prestigious neighborhoods or very interesting neighborhoods and do a neighborhood tour. So yeah, let me know if you're into it, right? And subscribe too. Got a bit of a supercar right here. First one I've seen. Like I said, now I'm sweating so much. I mean, the shirt is almost all one color, except at the bottom it's not. And my back is soaked all the way through. I feel at this point like I would feel silly to even talk to somebody. Just to look at somebody, wipe the sweat from my face, and have this much sweat coming off of me. It would be hard to keep a straight face and, you know, think that they're not thinking about how much I'm sweating. Gee, I mean, it's a lot. Woo. Just wait till the moment I have to walk up to somebody absolutely soaked and say, hey, I'm completely lost. I have no data or GPS, and I'm just in the middle of Kenny Hill over here soaking wet. Could you help me find my way back to the PWTC train station? That sounds fun. This is nice. I'll talk about multi-story. Camera right there. Say hello, hello. Can't see too much of that one, but that looks like a nice spot. I just passed a guy walking like 2 poodles and 2 like Afghan hounds, and one like one Afghan hound, one Italian greyhound. Like just like 4 of the most beautiful dogs I've ever seen. And I asked the guy, because I wanted to like ask if I could pet them or talk for a moment. And I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like, are you the owner? Because my first thought is like, oh, he's probably a dog walker. I couldn't tell. He didn't quite look Malaysian. But like I couldn't tell what he was. And so actually I wasn't sure. And so as much as that's not the only thing that matters, but I assume most of the people that would live in this place over here would be Malaysians, maybe, you know, some, I don't know, Chinese or something. And like typically I'd imagine them to be a bit older, right? But I'm sure they have kids and stuff too, so who knows. But anyways, I asked him, like, are you the owner? And he said, yeah. And I asked him, like, because the one I wasn't sure, like, what kind of hound it was. If it was an Afghan hound, like, what kind of dog is this one? Is this an Afghan hound? And he's like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean? I said, is it your dog? And he said, my boss. And so I think he completely just misunderstood when I first asked him. But like I thought, yeah, he's literally a dog walker. But I've never seen somebody walking 4 of like the most beautiful, rare, expensive dogs there are. And it was nice. I wanted to film it, but it happened very quickly. I'm also sometimes hesitant to film somebody if I'm not sure if they are like a migrant or something, you know. Of course they don't want to be filmed at that point, and I just don't like to, it makes me uncomfortable, and I'm sure maybe them uncomfortable, and so I don't want to make people uncomfortable or have like uncomfortable situations. So in some situation like that, I was about to turn the camera on and I just didn't, you know. Yeah, that was a cool moment. Back on Bukit Tunku here. This place is pretty privatized, can't really get a look at anything. Now we're kind of just on the side of the road here, a very windy road. You know, you keep seeing the signs that's like, whoa, windy roads. And like people will come around the corners honking. You know, I suppose it's to make sure that people know that they're coming around the corner. Probably an area with a lot of accidents. What is this? What is this death trap? Oh my God. Wow. What the, oh my God, just hitting me in the face too. Jesus, oh my Lord. I've never seen that. And this looks like barbed wire. What is that? Okay. Literally a no smoking sign on the front of somebody's gate. That's different. Another camera, hello. Now this place over here kind of throws me off. Might be like an embassy or something. I know they like to kind of put embassies near the wealthy neighborhoods, but it just looks official, right? It looks probably like a government building. Kediaman Razmi Yang di Pertua Dewan Rakyat. I don't know. Don't know. Let me know in the comments. What is that? A lot of flags. Nice entrance, grand entrance. It doesn't look like I want to walk that way that badly. So let's see. I'm gonna go this way. Let's see what's over here. I'm gonna try and, you know, cover as much as I can. You know, sure, I may only scratch the surface and I may miss, you know, it's a big area, but I'll do my best. Yeah, I don't know if I should walk that way either, right? Ah, shut up. It's not private. This one's for sale here. Oh, come on. Come on. Well, they don't seem that friendly. So, yeah, it reminds me of like street dogs in Thailand. Those dogs, Jesus. Just guarding the whole street? What's that about? Whose dogs are those? It's not even gated. What about here? Oh yeah, it's kind of a dead end. Careful! This looks like a maximum security prison, straight up. Like, interesting. What is that? Danger. Electric shock. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. They're opening the gate. I'm not going to keep walking toward the gate that's opening. And they're going to be like, who is this character who is soaking wet? But, you know, if I really ever did, like, meet somebody in this neighborhood and tell them, like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'm, like, doing a, you know, a neighborhood tour, checking out Bukit Tunku. they would surely be like, oh, that's cool, you know. They would probably like that. Maybe not everyone, maybe not that white guy from the beginning that I, you know, annoyed, who probably doesn't love a vlogger or a camera like that. And maybe some more older folks who don't, you know, aren't so hip to vlogging or YouTube. I'd imagine like anybody, you know, let's say ages in their 40s or something, you know, maybe even in their 50s, like they would be like, oh, I think that's cool, probably. But I think maybe as we get older, 70s, 80s, see, they just said hello. You know, especially certain cultures, I don't know, who knows, right? But so far so good. So far so good. We started off rough with that angry gentleman, but it was a fluke. That's what I would say. It's a fluke. I still think I like Damansara Heights more. This is actually quite a nice neighborhood as well. This is cool. I like Damansara Heights a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more tidy. You know, they have the mall over there, Pavilion Mall, and like I'm sure there is some retail over here. Like there is Kenny Hill Coffee or Kenny Hill Roasters. I know that's like a famous place. There's some other shops, but it's probably pretty contained. I mean, Damansara Heights too, it's not like tons of retail, and that's not the only reason I'm saying it. It's more so like just the feeling I get from walking around, and the houses themselves too. Like, yeah, I think Damansara Heights is like a little more fitting for me, which makes sense if this is supposed to be old money. I'm not old money. I don't relate very hard to old money. And so I think I like the little bit more new school feeling of Damansara. As much as it's also mixed, you know, it's not like super contemporary as well. I don't know, it feels a little bit more suited for slightly younger generations. I also do think a big part of it is like the prestige thing of like having the address, having that, you know, Jalan Tunku address. There's like something special to it, you know, anytime you tell somebody, and that's a real thing. I mean, a Damansara Heights address is also like, you know, up there. It's valuable too. For me, like, I don't really care about that type of thing. You know, I don't care too much about like status and stuff like that. You know, who knows? Maybe if I was filthy rich, maybe I would. Maybe I'd have a completely different mindset around it, right? But for me, like, I don't think it would persuade me to move to a neighborhood. But I know that that's like a part of the whole thing. Would be like, what's up? Would be having the Bukit Tunku address. But that being said, it is also nice. And again, I'm just like walking around. You know, I'm in a small part of it. I don't have a car, a motorbike, but it's very nice. It really is. I am surprised by how much construction there is, and like by the abandonments. But it doesn't turn me off of the neighborhood. It's just literally not what I equate in my mind, my preconceived notions of a wealthy, the most affluent neighborhood, you know. That's a nice home right there. Of course, I start filming right when the owner pulls up, or he's just doing a U-turn, I don't know. It's pretty nice though, this one as well. This is for sale actually. Oh, is the whole building for sale? Interesting. 17B. Get it while it's hot. I do wonder what is like the bare minimum, I should say, cost for homes over here. You can't even really say, because they're all completely different. The size is all completely different. You know, people probably buy the land and build the home. But at this point, it's like, I wonder what some of these places cost that it says like for sale, you know? Like this one, I'd love to live in this one. Just kidding. Warning, guard dog. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of love, this place. This one looks nice. Mercedes. Actually, the most expensive car I've seen over here is probably like a Porsche. I haven't really seen anything higher than like a Porsche so far. That's nice though. Kind of weird. Kind of nice with that entrance, but kind of weird. Kind of not. It's different, and so that's what I like about it. Which with all the Toyotas and stuff. A lot of people just don't care about cars. I don't even care that much about cars, but I would get something, you know, kind of nice. I would get something nice if I was filthy rich. You know, I wouldn't get something show off. I wouldn't get like a crazy like Lamborghini or something. But I would get something. What would I get? What would I get? I don't know, but I would get some type of luxury car in the like 80K range. I don't know, 50K to 80K US dollars, right? I mean, when I was young, I made a lot of money and I bought like a Subaru WRX STI, like heavily modified, practically a race car, and like a BMW 335i. They were nice, and I was like very young, you know, I was like, I don't know, I was like 19 or something. And so at the time I felt like a little baller. And I was like, yo, people are gonna think I have rich parents, when really I actually come from poor family, you know. I actually had somebody come up, hey bro. Somebody one time was like, what the heck do your parents do? And I was like, waitress and drug dealer. And so that's probably not what they expected. But yeah, check this out. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, we did already pass this, but I was more focused on this place, the Impian Bukit Tunku, that first time around. Huh. So does that mean we're back at the start? This may be the end, folks. This may be nearing the end of the vlog today. Aw. Hey, boy. Hey. That's weird. It's a weird little outdoor cage for the dog. I mean, I don't know. Never saw that before. He looks like he's chilling. I don't know. Interesting. And that is the Sunway Putra Hotel, which is right next to the PWTC train station that I need to get back to my hotel. And so that's nice to see. I think I can manage to make my way there since I have like a beeline vision. So yeah, again, subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up on the video, and drop a comment, and yeah, have a great day. I will see you in the next video.